From transgendered to transabled, now people are choosing to identify as handicapped. Some with body integrity identity disorder even desire amputation or other impairments, experts weigh in. A troubling societal issue called transableism is attracting attention these days. Transableism is a newer term for BIID, or body integrity identity disorder, in which a person actually identifies as handicapped. BIID has been relabeled to transableism to align with today's trans community, according to some. The point of changing the identifier from a psychiatric condition BIID to an advocacy term transableism is to harness the stunning cultural power of gender ideology to the cause of allowing doctors to treat BIID patients by amputating healthy limbs, snipping spinal cords, or destroying eyesight, according to Evolution News and Science Today, which reports on and analyzes evolution, neuroscience, bioethics, intelligent design, and other science-related issues. Culturally, transableism is the next abyss, that site also notes. Why? Because some of these persons mutilate themselves. Others ask surgeons for an amputation or for the transection of their spinal cord. That site adds of the shocking steps some are taking. The National Institutes of Health (NIH) notes on its website, those with BIID desire the amputation of one or more healthy limbs or desire a paralysis. A North Carolina college student called transableism a cry for attention. The 24-year-old told Fox News Digital, "It's offensive to people who actually suffer from the condition that you say you need, in order to be your true self." He went on, "It's embarrassing, and I don't know if you can be considered a serious human being if you alter your body like this, instead of getting the appropriate mental help you need." In one case of BIID, Jorunn Victoria Alm, 53, a senior credit analyst in Oslo, Norway, identifies as disabled and uses a wheelchair, even though she has no physical handicap. Alm is also transgender, according to Herald.com. Alm said on the morning TV program, Good Morning Norway, in 2022 that it had been a lifelong wish to have been born a woman paralyzed from the waist down, the same source noted. In an even more shocking case, a 21-year-old North Carolina woman who identified as blind actually took steps to destroy her own eyesight, according to multiple reports from a few years ago. One Arizona internist called today's transableism a delusional disorder. In my opinion, both transgender and transabled persons suffer from a delusional disorder, Jane Orient, a general internist in Tucson, Arizona, and executive director of the Association of American Physicians and Surgeons, told Fox News Digital via email. The oath of Hippocrates adjures physicians to do no harm, Orient said. Mutilating the body is an objective harm even if makes the patient subjectively feel better, she added. The disability is lifelong and imposes burdens on others, and neither patients nor physicians can duck responsibility for that. Orient also noted, with transgenders the follow-up is generally very short, not sure about the follow-up with elective amputees, she said. The no other way to cope with the condition excuse is a cop-out. We need to find other ways, she also said. Denial of reality is anti-scientific. Dr. Mark Siegel, a clinical professor of medicine and a practicing internist at NYU Langone Medical Center in New York City, as well as a Fox News medical contributor, told Fox News Digital via email that most doctors will only perform procedures they feel are medically indicated. Siegel referred to Munchausen syndrome, which is a factitious disorder, in which a person repeatedly and deliberately acts as if they have a physical or mental illness, when they are not really sick, according to WebMD.com. Dr. Siegel continued, "We deal with Munchausen and Munchausen by proxy, where patients can be quite convincing about illnesses they don't really have, and we need to be on the lookout for this." Calling cosmetic plastic surgery procedures a gray area, Siegel noted that, as an internist who clears people for all kind of surgeries, I find myself in lengthy discussions with patients about whether they really need a facelift, tummy tuck, etc. He added about transableism, "I would never clear anyone for surgery to remove a limb that does not need removal. The North Carolina college student also said about today's trend of transableism, "Today, I feel like people would even encourage mutilation for transabled people in order to be thought of as an ally."